Yes, Mahesh.
I request everybody to go through this book actually. So S4F10, which is completely tells about the financial accounting process in SAP S4HANA. As we know that we have started with the main component of the general ledger. We discussed about the master data. We discussed about the general ledger post creation of the GL master record, and we discussed about the various process how to create the general master record. Everything. Okay, so if we come to this document, this is the number. This is the course. This is the book number S4F10. S4F10. I make you to show that okay, this is going to be available with all of you. So by this end of the class, so I'll update in the blog. No, don't go with the. Yes, we already done with all this SAP course. Okay, that is SAP S4HANA overview of the financial accounting in SAP S4. So let me see also that one. Okay, so if I go to that. Okay, so one of our friends are asking what are all the last class. If you remember still in if you remember last class, okay, on premise we know about the components. What are the components which are available in the cloud? This is the cloud diagram actually, complete cloud diagram. You can see here. This is the SAP S4 and a cloud. So in the SAP
Mahesh, this book is different from S4H01, which you uploaded earlier, right?
That is completely overview on SAP S4 HANA. This is the completely different. This is SAP
Okay, so
S4.
we need to read both of them?
Yeah, 100%, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but it is very easy. So just read it as just like a novel, just like a story. No, don't be get completely adhered to the concepts of understanding, because anyhow we are doing a lot of practice in the classes. So just read it as just an open test of the pages. Okay, not to go in. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, see here, this is the complete diagram which explains you about the SAP S4 and a cloud edition. We can see SAP S4 and a cloud edition contains about the SAP S4 and a marketing cloud, SAP S4 and a finance cloud, SAP S4 and a manufacturing, SAP S4 and a professional service, and this is the management cloud. So complete putting here. So these are going to be called as the cloud components. We know that, okay, these are the success factor, which is the cloud component for the HR related activities like payroll and okay, so time management. And the next one is the field glass. Okay, field glass is also one of the HR component. Ariba, we know the procurement process, complete cloud procurement process of Ariba. Concur is related to the travel expenses, and C4C is nothing but customer to core. Okay, so these all are going to be called as the private cloud components. We can call them as the private cloud components actually, where these cloud components can be integrated either to your SAP S4HANA cloud or SAP S4HANA on-premise. So these are the components which are available in SAP S4HANA cloud. You can see here marketing, manufacturing, professional service, and the finance. These are the four different components of the cloud components. So here they have given something about the important here, SAP S4HANA marketing cloud. What is the marketing cloud? What is the SAP S4HANA enterprise cloud? What is the SAP professional service cloud? Something about the introduction about all this process. Okay, so this theory we are going to discuss about in the last session. And I request everybody to do the exercises in the last. Okay, so after every chapter there will be some exercises will be given. Okay, so in this unit number 2, when you come to the unit number 2, this is about the financial accounting FI, that is in SAP S4HANA. So we discuss, okay, we have the balance sheet and we have the P&L accounts. What is the balance sheet and what is the P&L account? By this time you have been known about all those things. Yes, last class we discussed about this reconciliation account. See here, there is the reconciliation account to the vendor account, reconciliation account to the customer account, which is called as the receivable. Receivables are called as the customer accounts and the payables are called as the vendor accounts. So we have the reconciliation by the sundry creditors and the sundry debtors. Okay. So this is the financial statement layout. Okay, I'll show how to create the financial statement also, which comes under the balance sheet and which comes under the P&L account. So this is how the balance sheet and P&L accounts look like. Okay, so This way will explain, okay, once we get into the financial statement version. That is the introduction to the FI. Now, this is the introduction to the general ledger accounting. If you see here, general ledger accounting, okay, so yes, assign the company code to the controlling area, we have done it. Display the GL accounts master data, company code specific settings, we have done. Identify the reconciliation accounts, we have done. Okay, display the chart of accounts, we have done. Creation of the GL accounts, yesterday we have done. Okay, creating, we have done complete creating about all this. This financial statement version I'll show when we come to the reports, actually in the month end when we show the reports. Okay, this financial statements I'll show in the month end reports. Okay, and postings, okay, how display the GL account postings and everything. Now we are going to discuss. Okay, I'll show some sample examples about how to post the GL account. What are the reports, various reports we have to see the display of all the balances of the GL accounts we can see here. And through the Fury also there will be some enter the GL account posting. I'll show how to enter the GL accounting posting through the Fury also. So yes, we have almost done with the general ledger accounting. Now let me concentrate on this part. Okay, so display of the GL postings, enter the complex GL account postings, and financial statement, display of the financial statement version, how the financial statement is created, how to show. Okay, now let me see. So I want everybody to go through this book. Okay, this book is very, very important. We have come, okay, this is called as a one-to-many relationship. When you are assigning a controlling area to multiple company codes, when you are assigning a company controlling area to single company code, one-to-many relationship, one-to-one relationship. We have discussed very good. Okay, so all these concepts we have discussed about all these things. So German GAAP, US GAAP, IAS. Okay, different financial statement based on that we discussed. Okay, these are the different ledgers we have. One ledger, okay, one is going to be called as the leading ledger. One is called as a leading ledger. Another and three all are going to be called as a non-leading ledgers. Okay, one leading ledger in each client example like this. So very, very important all this. You have to understand. Okay, so we discussed about theoretically and we have done some practicals also. Just whenever you get a time, okay, I request everybody to go through this book and just have a glance. Okay, just have a glance about all this. Okay, which are very, very important to understand for each and every point. So these are the some of the exercises. I request everybody to do this.
So this is 1610, right?
1610, 1710, 1809, 1809. Every course curriculum is going to be the same. So if I open the 1709 also, if I go to the 1709, it is also going to be the same. Not to worry.
Okay. So
Yeah, every.
Mahesh, I just joined. This is Venkat here.
Yeah, Venkat.
Did you get a chance to get those?
Yeah, I just got everything. Okay, so just I'm looking out for which are going to be very important resumes. Okay, I just brought out about 3 to 4 resumes. Okay, I'll make sure that is going to be available by today after this class. Okay, in the blog, so you can download and you can take it.
That'll be awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mahesh, I also joined late. This book that you're showing us, where can I get it? Or did you already send it?
No. Already this book is available in the blog or something like I'm also going to send it. Okay, so
Okay.
this book is also, yeah. If you go to the materials, if I go to the 1709 release.
Okay.
In the 1709, if you just calm down and look out for the book, this is the book. See, this is the book. SAP S4 F10. Okay, this is the book. Actually, this is the 1709 book. Okay, if I double click on it, so the same book, you can see the same information about all this. Okay, so there is no change. Okay, everything will be the same. You can see here. This is the book.
Okay.
Mahesh, we can't able to download that one actually. Like if you want to like
I'll give my material to you all of you. Okay, so I'll upload in the blog. Okay, so you can download it. So just now I shown that this is the cloud component. I've been explaining you. These are going to be the Fury. I just explained you in the 1610. This is the financial accounting. Every book is going to be the same. Only the diagrams will change here. The different types of diagram, but the book is going to be the same. So you can you can get this book from here. Okay.
So maybe the number, right, 16 or 10 or 17 is, so is there any specific changes, right? Every
No, yeah, that is what I'm telling. If there is any change, I just compare with the changes with the 1610, 1709, and 1809. If there is no change, you can follow with the same book.
okay, so we can get all the releases and books.
Exactly. Yes, we can get. No, I'll just me look out for that because at present I have the 1709 with me. Okay, let me look out. Okay, if I get the 1809, I'll make sure that it will be available for you all of you.
Okay, is also available in SAP help desk too. SAP help.
No. Yeah, 1809 till now I don't think so. Till now we don't have any books of 1809. Okay, so let me see whether in the market when we can get or not.
Okay.
Yes, it looks like you have uploaded lots of books, materials over there. Can you just name a few of them which a must read?
S4F10, S4F11, S4F12, S4F14, S4F15. Enough. 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. These books.
Thank you.
If I go into the blog, okay, see here. Okay, 10. Okay, sorry, 11 is not available. Now we are into the 17. Okay, you just go to 10, 12, 13. I don't think the 13 is going to be the required for you. Just leave it 13. 10, 12, 15, 17. Yeah, you just go through with these books. 10, 12, 15, and 17.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah. I'll also tell what are the books we have to prepare for the professional level also. Okay. I will also give the list of the books. Okay. Normally, once you've created the master data, once you're done with the master records, okay, to see the transactional data as per the business process. So we'll do some sample postings actually, whether all the master data is as per the expected given in the blueprint or not. So how to do the postings actually in SAP? So we are done with the general ledger accounting and we have created the master records, various master records. We have the salaries account, payroll expenses, we have the bank account, everything we created. But yeah, that is the master data. But how do I confirm that the master data is as per the expected? So we have to post some sample expenses and see whether the postings are going to be as per the requirement of the client or not. Okay, so in SAP, we have some transactions. Okay, that is accounting. If you go to the accounting, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, and if you go to the document entry, this is the document entry screen. And here we can use F-02. We can use the F-02 or FB01, anyone, F-02 or FB01, or you can also use the FB50 also, which is called as the enjoy screen transaction. We can call it as the enjoy screen transaction. So now let me go to the F-02 now. Okay, first let me explain you the concept of F-02. This is called as a general ledger posting. Actually, we call it as a general ledger posting for posting of various transactions related to the GLs, not to the vendor, not to the customer, not to the assets. This is normal expenses, normal GL postings we are going to be making over here. So we need to enter the document date. Okay. We need to enter the document date. We have discussed about what is the document date. When we have discussed about the document, we have discussed about the document date, posting date, and what type of document. Document, there are various types will be there. If it is the SCA, it is a general ledger document. If it is a KR, it is related to the vendor invoice. If it is a KZ, it is vendor payment. Like this, we have the document types in SAP. every document type will be assigned to the number ranges. When we discuss about the document types and account types, we are discussed. These are the document types. So here we are posting the general ledger expenses. So I have given the SA. So postings are always will be made at the company code level. Postings are always will be made at the company code level. Why? Because company code is the legal entity. Company code is the legal entity where the company code is getting assigned to your chart of accounts. So company code is a mandatory. So I'll go for the 1710 company code. So company code is the 1710, which period it is. So the period will be defaulted. It will be taken from the SAP. If you are provided, it is well and good. But if you are not provided, it will be defaulted. So which currency? Okay, are you posting in a local currency or in a foreign currency? I'm post, for example, let me see an example in the local currency, not in a foreign currency. I'm posting in United States dollars. It is a local currency. Local currency, we all know that it is assigned to the company code. Document number, automatically system generated document number, because we are not giving the external, automatically system will generate the document number. Translation date, automatically system generate, and here you need to give some reference. Okay, just like what you're posting, payroll expenses for the month of January. Just I'm giving some header text. This is called as header text to easily when I go and see the document display, I can easily understand what type of document it is. Posting key always will be the 40. Default posting keys, 40 is for the debit and 50 is for the credit. 40 is for the debit and 50 is for the credit. For any GL postings, always the default, when you're debiting a GL account, the debit posting key should be the 40. When you're crediting a GL account, the credit posting key should be the 50. Now I'm debiting the GL account. When I'm debiting the GL account, the posting key should be the 40. Okay, which GL account you are debiting? Which GL account you are debiting? I'm debiting some expenses account. So what is that expenses account? I'm not remembered. Okay, so just go to this help. Okay, this is the search help. If you click on the search help, okay, so do you want to see the first 500? Do you want to see the first 500 GL accounts, or do you want to see all the GL accounts? Or you can give the number, first 50 or first 70 or first 1000, whatever. If you want to see all the GL accounts, remove the number of hints, okay, and click on enter. Here you can see the list of the GL accounts. Now here you can see the list of the GL accounts, the various list of the GL accounts you can see here. So these all are going to be the GL accounts. Okay, so here you can see the GL accounts, which is going to be called as the list of all the GL accounts. Now here I need to search for the expenses. Expenses will come under the series of 6. 6 is the series we have dedicated to the expenses. 1 is the series for the balance sheet accounts like this. So if I go into the series 6, okay, series 6. So these all are going to be called as expenses account. Now I want to do some, okay, I want to take one expenses account. Now, for example, I want to take the payroll expenses for salaries. Okay, so here. So I want to do some payroll expenses for the salaries. Okay, the account number is 6110000. So this is the account number. Now I'm double clicking on it, or if you remember, you can manually, you can type over here. If you remember, okay. So if I double click on it, now it is coming the account number. Okay. So I'm debiting this account number. I'm debiting this 611000000 is the account number. Special GL indicator will be given for the vendors and customers when there are any special GL indicators like down payments, bills of exchange, bank bills. So if you are making a down payment to a customer, if you are making a down payment to a vendor, okay, what type of down payment? But this is not applicable for the general ledger because we are not considering the down payments in the GL accounting. So special GL indicators and the transaction type will be given for the asset transactions. Transaction types will be given for the assets, not for the GL. So leave it blank because it is not applicable for the general ledger. Just leave it as a blank. Now, which account I am debiting? I am debiting this 6,01,11,00,00. So how do I know this is the debit? Because I have given the posting key as a 40. I have given the posting key as a 40. Now, I need to enter the amount. How much amount you are debiting, how much amount you are crediting. For that, I need to press enter from the keyboard. So I'm pressing enter. So when I pressed enter, okay.
Mahesh, after this, would you please explain that special ledger concept?
That we'll discuss in the general ledger, in the accounts payable, accounts receivable. So now we are in the general ledger.
Okay. And on the special GL, the indicator.
Yeah. I'll explain. Okay, so now we are in the general ledger. So those special GL indicators are going to be left blank. Why? Because in the general ledger, we know we are not going to discuss anything about the special purpose ledgers or special ledgers. So that will be discussed in the accounts payable and account receivable. Okay, now when I pressed enter, you came to know that this is the GL account and this is the company code. This GL account is getting debited. You can see that the first item number 1, that is the line item number 1, that is the debit, that is the 40. Which account you are debiting? This is the travel expense, payroll expenses I'm going to be debiting. So how much you are debiting? See, for example, $1,000 or $10,000. This is an expenses. This is an expenses, very, very important. So I would like to see this expenses amount should be triggered to my controlling. So what I'm going to do, I'm giving one cost center. Cost center is nothing but cost carrying object from FI to CO. So cost center, okay, this is the cost. This is not the revenue, or this is not the balance. This is not the asset, or this is not the liability. Payroll expenses is nothing but a cost. So I need to bring this cost to my controlling. Okay, so how to bring this cost to the controlling? So I need to assign one cost center. So what will be a one cost center. So I would like to post this amount to this particular cost center. There will be a lot of cost centers we can create. You can see here. So which cost center you want to see this amount has to be carried out. So I am just giving as a financial, that is 171011101. Okay, this is the cost center. If you're not updating the cost center, what happens? If I'm not updating the cost center, the cost would not flow into the controlling. The cost would not flow into the controlling. I can't do any kind of assessment, internal adjustments about the cost or whatever may be. So if I want to see the cost in the controlling, I need a cost carrying object. That cost carrying object, we are calling it as the cost center. Okay. Now, these all are cost carrying objects. So so this is not with reference with the network. This is not a sales order related. This is not the quantity. Assignment will be defaulted. Now here you need to give the amount, text, payroll expenses for January month. January month 2019. So this is the text. So this is the text here. Okay. So now you are debiting how much amount? You are debiting $10,000. Now you are debiting 10,000 as $. Now from which credit account you want to be credited? So either you want to do the cash or you want to do the bank. So some credit account should be given. So here, if you see the next line item, this is the next line item. You have to give the 50 because 50 is a credit. Now you are crediting now. Salary is getting debited. Your payroll expenses is getting debited. And now you're posting key 50. 50 is nothing but a credit. Which account you want to credit now? Okay. So I want to credit my bank account. So go help. What is your bank account? So now look out for your bank accounts. Okay. So here the bank account. Okay. So these are the bank accounts. So which bank account you want to, whether you want to do with a bank account or checks or cash payments or how you are making the payment. Let us assume that I'm making the cash payment. Okay, I'm making the cash payments. Okay, 110010. This is the cash payment GL account. I'm updating that. Now this is the debit account, which is called as the payroll expenses, and the cash payment is the credit account, which where I'm crediting this account to the salaries. Okay, now I have given the 50. Next line item is going to be the 50 because the first line item is the debit. The next line item is going to be the credit. The credit account is going to be this account. Now, if I press enter, I will go to the credit screen. So see here, credits. Cash account is a balance sheet account. It is not a P&L account. Cash account always will be the balance sheet account. Okay, see. Now here you can see here line item number 2. This is the cash account. Now I'm creating the cash account. Now in the previous line item, line item number 1, okay, you are seeing the debit. Now here you can see the credit entry because you are creating the line item number 2, that is the balance sheet account, which is called as the cash account. Now how much amount? Always we know the basic principle, the debit always should be equal to credit. If the debit amount is not equal to credit, if the balance is not zero, it is not a complete transaction. So how much amount you have entered into the debit entry I have done with the 10,000 USD dollars. The same amount I'm creating here. See here, the same amount I'm creating here. Debit always should be equal to credit. Okay, in the last screen, I have entered 10,000. So even you can enter the 10,000 or you can put a star, doesn't matter. Star resembles that in the previous screen, whatever the amount you have entered, the same amount will be applies over here. Star is nothing but debit amount is equal to credit amount. Value date 31/01/2019 is the date. And plus, if you give the plus is nothing but the same text is going to be carry forwarded. Star is for the amount. It will go and see if you're giving the star means it will go to the previous screen. The debit, how much amount you have entered, 10,000. If you give the star in the credit, it will take the same 10,000. Plus is for the text. What text you have been given over there, the same text is going to be the carry forward. So now I have given the debit and credit. No need to go for the next line item because my debit amount is equal to the credit amount because I given the star. Now what I will do before I post this document, just I would like to see the overview. Here you can see the overview before posting the document. Before I post the document, okay, I can see the display of the overview. If I click on the overview, see this is the overview. So you have entered only the 2 line items. One is the debit line item. Another one is the credit line item. You can see here, you have entered only 2 line items over here. One is the debit line item, another one is the credit line item. So this is the date and this is the document. See, automatically by default, it has taken the period as a 1. So you're posting the transactions in the local currency. So your transactional date is going to be the same 31/01/2019. So this is the document. This is the document. If I double click on the line item, if you want to change the amount, you can change it right now before posting. If you want to change the cost center, you can change it. If you want to do any changes in the text, you can do the changes. If I want to go to the next line item, this is the next line item. The same, if you want to do the changes in the credit line item, amount or whatever, you can do the changes here. Once you have done the changes, once you find that if required the changes, you can do the changes. If not required, just come again and click on the overview. So you can see the overview here. So this is the overview. Now once if you feel that everything is fine, yes, the debit amount and the credit amount. Okay, credit always should be resembled. Okay, it's credit always will be the prefix with the minus symbol. You can see here there is a minus symbol is there. This is the credit amount, and if there is no minus symbol, this is going to be called as a debit amount. Now, yes, now I can go and post. You can see here. Now I'm posting the document. See. What is the document number? This is the document number. This is the document number. If I double click on it, see here. Document number 1000089 was posted in the company code 1710. This is the document number. Okay. 89 is the document number. Okay. So now from the same screen, if you go to the document, if you want to see the previous document you have posted, you can just click on the display. From the same screen, you can click on the display. See, this is the display. Now the same whatever, okay, this is the document number. You can see here 89 is the document number. Now this account has got debited and this account has got credited. You can see here, but this is only the display. If I double click on it, you cannot do any kind of changes or modification. No, because already it has posted the document. Once a document has got posted, no more changes in the amount and the account number. Very, very important. Once any document has got posted, you can't change. Further, if you want to go for the change also, I cannot change. For example, see here, this is the display. Again, I want to see the document change. If I click on the change, now I am in the change mode. If I double click, okay, I can't change the amount. You can see here, I can't change the amount or I cannot change the account number. Okay, I cannot do any kind of changes except the text can be changed. Why? Because text is not a mandatory, so this is available. I cannot do the changes once a document has got posted in SAP. So you, okay, now by mistake, Mahesh, by mistake, instead of 1000, I have entered the 10,000. I realize now I need to do the changes. This document is not a valid document. This document is not a valid document, Mr. Mahesh. Instead of 10,000, instead of 1,000, I have entered the amount as a 10,000. So you are telling that you cannot do the changes. Now what I have to do? So you have to reverse the document. Reverse is nothing but you have to nullify the document and you have to create a new document. Okay. So you mean to say that this document can be reversed and it can be, because document numbers cannot be deleted. In SAP, once the document number is generated, you cannot delete the document. But you can reverse and you can nullify the document and you can create a new document. There is option is there in SAP. So how to reverse that? So what is the document number? This is the document number.
What is the assignment number?
Assignment number will be the same as your fiscal year and the date.
1710 is the company code.
1710 here you can see here, this from the starting here it is going to be the company code, and this is what your first period.
Okay. All right. Is there? Yeah, it will not generate a cost element number.
So we have to make it we have to make a specific setting. So by default it will be the company code and the date and fiscal year. But we can also make the change. Assignment number should be like a purchase order number. Assignment number should be just like a reference number. Anything you can change, you can change.
No, my question is cost element. We have a document, a FI document number. Similarly, there will be a CO document number will be there, right, for this? Because we are not posting separately for CO. So we have to have a CO document number.
CO document number will not be displayed over here, sir.
Yeah, so if you go to COEB
we'll see. I'll also show the CO document number also. Okay, 1 second. I'll make sure that. Okay. Now, now you can see here. Okay, this is the document, and we have posted this document. Okay, now if I go, okay, this is the cost center. Now if I go to the cost center, now this is the cost center. Now I'll go to the cost center now. Okay, now I'm opening a new session. Accounting. Controlling, cost center accounting, information system, reports for cost center accounting. Okay, either you can see the plan. Okay, if you have done any cost center planning, if you want to compare within the plan and actual, you can go, or if you want to see only actuals, you can see the actuals here. Okay, they are not activated. 1 second. Okay, KSB1. I'm going to the cost center reports. Now, which cost center? This is the controlling area. I'm giving the cost center now. I'm giving the cost center. So what if, okay. So which date to which date you want to see the cost center balances? Okay, I'm giving the dates. Or if you want to see only the specific date, you can give 31/01/2019, 31/01/2019. Okay. Okay. In the chart of accounts. Okay. In the chart of accounts, what is the document number? If you want to see the document number wise, you can also give the document number wise. But let me see now what are all the list of the transactions I posted for this particular cost center from this range to this range of date. Okay. Now I'm executing. See here. This is the cost element. This is called as the primary cost element. Now for this cost center, now for this particular cost center, okay, now you can see here, okay, I use the primary cost element for the travel expenses, and I use the payroll expenses, I use the marketing expenses. 3 primary cost elements I got posted to. 3 primary cost elements I got posted to the same cost center. Okay. So now today we have posted about 10,000. This is the 10,000. Now if I double click on it, if I double click on it, now you can see here 10,000 is the today we have posted. This is the 10,000. This is the FI document number. You can see here. This is the FI document number. FI document number. Okay, so your payroll expenses has got debited with the 10,000. You can see this is an offsetting account. We call it as offsetting account with a cash or bank account. You can see here. So this is the complete cost center report. You can see here. Okay, for this particular cost center, we have used. Okay, we have posted this cost center with various cost elements. You can see these are going to be called as the various cost elements you have been got posted here. Now you can also do the screen layout. This is called. This is going to be called as the screen layout. If you click on the layout. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, so here you can see. Okay, whether you want to see the document number or okay, these are the display. These are the display fields where you can see here. These are going to be called as the hidden fields. Okay, these are going to be called as the hidden fields. From the hidden fields, what you want to see here. Okay, you can choose and you can bring it to the display field here. Okay, so you can choose and you can bring it to the display field over here. So there's a lot of elements are there. These are going to be called as a lot of elements which we can see over here. Now,
Mahesh, can we download this report in Excel? Or
yes, sir. We can also download this report. Okay, see here there is the option called as the export to local file here.
Okay.
If you click on the local file export, okay, in which format you want to download. Okay, if you want to go for the text format or a .html format or any format, you can download and you can keep it on the desktop. Now, if I go to the table, okay, slash, okay, if I go to the table SE16, now I'll go to the table AC DOCA table. And press enter. So ledger always will be the OL, leading ledger I'm posting. Company code is the 1710. And financial year is 2019. Document number is 100089. Okay, last is 89. Okay, this is the document number. I want to see the display of this document number now. Now I'm just entering into the table level that is going to be called as AC DOCA table. Executing.
Mahesh, this will also be there in COEB table?
Yes, sir. So I'll show all the tables now.
Looks like HANA database is not working.
HANA database should be very, very fast, but very slow.
Yeah, we have HANA, right? We're not supposed to take that long, right?
Actually, so it should not take more time. Within a fraction of a second, even it should not take a second also. Millisecond, it has to be very fast because we are displaying only one document.
Correct. And we have the output only 200 records, or is there any hit? Maximum number will also count, right?
But here this system, yeah, I understand that. But here this system is just we are okay. This is not maintained. This is there will be no maintenance now. So this is the practical system. If you go to our company, our basis people are monitoring and they're going to do the refresh and everything. So they're monitoring the database activities, everything. So the system will be very fast. If you see our real time system, so this is normal system. So we cannot go. Okay, see here. The business transaction, the controlling it has got posted to the coin. You can see here the coin is the business transaction, the controlling. So we have posted totally 2 line items, line item number 1 with the line item number 2. This EGDOCA is the line item level table. We know that. Okay, EGDOCA is a line item level table. Now, if I select the first line item, if I click, if I go to the display, see here. This is the document actually. This is the document. Okay, so here is the document number. And this is a financial year, and it has got posted to the controlling with the business transaction called as a coin. Now, if you just come here, this is the reference number. I told that, okay, so 2000, okay, this is the 1710 is the company code and 2019 is the fiscal year, and document number, reference document number, we have posted only one as of now. Now, there are no fields by because we are not reversed. Okay, we are not reversed anything. Okay, just we are seeing this is not a settling document. Okay, so here you can see that transaction, your balance currency is going to be the USD, and your transaction currency is also USD, your company code currency, but your global currency always will be your euro only. Okay, you can see what are all the currencies which have got updated based on the setting you have made into the universal general entry table. Okay, it has got posted to the controlling area, and this is the account number, and this is your basic account number, and this is the cost center you got posted, and by default it has got posted to the profit center, and this is the functional area, and this is the segment. You can see all the document. Now, what is the amount you have got posted? 10,000 is the amount.
Okay, why picked up the profit center? We didn't set it in that way, or is it?
Because in
The
every
profit center.
cost center, yeah, in every cost center, there will be assigned profit center will be there. If I go into the cost center, if I go to the cost center like accounting, KS01 is the transaction code, or I'll show from the path accounting, financial accounting, because profit centers are statistical posting. We cannot directly post to the profit center. Profit center should be assigned to any of the cost objects because profit centers are in a statistical. Okay, so
Yeah.
accounting, controlling, cost center accounting. If I go to the master data.
No, my question is, did we do that settings before, or it was there already?
Yeah, it is already. I'm showing now. So I'm going to the cost center accounting. I'll go into the display now. What happens? Okay, our question here is, okay, by default we are seeing that profit center is also getting posted, but we are not entered any profit center. I'm right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this profit center has been default from this particular cost center, sir, actually. Why? Because in our SAP, profit centers are in statistical in nature, because statistical in nature is nothing but, okay, we will not enter profit center anywhere. Profit centers are going to be assigned to any of the cost objects actually. Okay, so if I go to this, now we are posted to this cost center. So if I go and give the cost center here in the display, if I press enter, in this you can see here there is a profit center. See, this particular cost center is having a profit center. This is the profit center. You can see here, profit center. So what are all the transactions you are posting to this particular cost center? What are all the transactions you have been posting to this particular cost center? Automatically the profit center is getting derived. Why? Because this is the same profit center I would like to expect in the cost center. So YB600. So this YB600 is getting posted over here.
So what is the point to have this profit center? I get your
Sir,
point.
if I want to extract any reports at the profit center level, for example, okay, for example, I'll take you one example now. Okay, I'll take you one example now. Okay, now see here. Okay, this is my company coach. Okay, or whatever maybe. There are 3 plants are there. Plant 1, plant 2, and plant 3 are there. So there is only one company coach. There is only one company coach. 1710 is the only one company coach. Now, plant 1, I want to have a separate financial statement for the plant 1. So I want to have a separate, okay, plant 1. I want to have a separate financial statement for the plant 2, and I want to have a separate financial statement for the plant 3. But company code is only one. So what I will do, I will create each and every plant as a one profit center, sir. I'll create each and every plant as a one profit center. Profit center 1, profit center 2, and profit center 3. So each and every plant I'm creating as a profit center. Now, I cannot directly post to a profit center because profit centers are in statistical in nature. Now, whatever the expenses you are incurring, okay, whatever the transactions you are posting to this plant, this particular plant, I would like to have all the postings are going to be updated to this particular profit center 1. Now, for example, in this particular plant, there are 3 machines are there. Okay, machine 1, and I have a machine 2, and I have a machine 3. So there are 3 machines are working in the same plant. The 3 machines are working in the same plant now. Now, whatever the expenses you are incurring on the machine 1 or machine 2 or machine 3, whatever the expenses you are incurring on the machine 1, machine 2, now whenever I'm posting, so there will be a separate cost center for the machine 1. So mean to say that cost center CC1, whatever the expenses I'm posting to the cost center to machine 2, cost, it has to be get posted to cost center, and it has to be posted to the cost center 3. So I created 3 cost centers. I created 3 cost center. Cost center 1 is for the machine 1, cost center 2 is for the machine 2, and cost center 3 is for the machine 3. Now, all these cost centers, what I will do, all these cost centers I will assign to one profit center. Means one profit center can be assigned to all the cost centers. So what configuration I'm going to do? Now all this, now whatever the cost center, now the cost center 1 is getting assigned to the profit center 1, cost center 2 is getting assigned to the profit center 2, and cost center 3 is getting assigned to the profit center 1. So now, whatever the transactions you are posting to this cost center, so by default, this profit center is going to be triggered out. Now, what happens? So tomorrow, if I want to extract any financial statements, if I want to see any reports for the plant 1, so I can directly extract the financial statement from the profit center level, not at the company code level. Very, very important. Not at the company code level. So each and every profit center is nothing but an entity. It is an organizational entity. Each and every profit center. So I can show the report based on the profit center level, and I can also show your financial statement based on the company code level also. Clear?
Yeah, so profit center, how many levels we can create profit center? You say
So it depends upon the business requirements. It depends upon the way of business requirements. So it depends upon how the profit centers they want to be, how the reports they want to be, how the financial statement they want to be required. It completely depends upon the requirements.
Okay, so first we create the profit center and then we assign to the cost center.
Correct. So what we will do here first, first what I will do here after creating the company code, after completing of my financial structure, I'll create my cost centers and the profit center. I will do the assignment and I will start doing the posting the transactions. So
And what is segment here? What is the difference between segment?
yeah, segments are getting assigned in the profit center, sir. Segments are going to be assigned in the profit center. Now, each and every segment, okay, for example, there will be a lot of segments will be there. If I go into the plant 1, okay, if I go into the plant 1, in the plant 1, okay, in the plant 1, I have the segments, various segments like, okay, so if I go to the plant, there is a segment, okay, there is a one warehouse, or there is a something like as called as a storage locations, or there are something called as I have some internal plants within the same plant one. So small plants are going to be for the assembled purpose, assembled. Okay, so what I will do, I will create all these 3 as a segments, and all these 3 segments I will assign to the same profit center, because these 3 segments are not different actually. These 3 segments are not different to the profit center too. So these are each and every segment I will assign to the same profit center. So what happens if I go into the normal here, if I go into the /NSPRO IMG enterprise structure definition financial accounting, define the segments. Okay, if you see that define the segments. In this customize the activity, you define the segments. If you then derive your profit center, you can enter an associate segment in the master record of the profit center. This segment is then derived from the assigned profit center during the posting. Okay, so you can have the segments now. Okay, within the same company, within the same plants, I have different segments are there. Now what I will do here? Now see here. I'm coming to the segments. Okay, now I'll go to the new entry. All the segments belongs to the same. For example, hey Mahesh, do one thing. Okay, like this. Okay, not like this. Okay, do one thing. Okay, do like this. So you take like this. Okay, within the same business area, I have 2 plants are there. Same business area. I have 2 plants are there. Plant 1 and plant 2 are there. Okay, very good. Plant 1 and plant 2 are there. This is the profit center 1. And this is the profit center 2. And this is the profit center 2. Very, very important. Very, 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 very important here. This is the profit center 2. Now, whatever the transactions you're posting to the profit center one, okay, I have various segments. Now here you can see here. Now what I will do, I'll create one segment one, and I have segment two. This is also for reporting purpose only. So segment one, what I'm going to do here is, okay, within the same profit center, you have something like called as a, I'll take one segment called as, for example, called as a, I'll take one example. Segment one, I'll take it as something like assemble. Assembling is one segment within the same profit center. And second segment, I will take it as a raw material storage. Okay, the other two segments are there. Yeah.
So Mahesh, why
Yeah.
would you want to have segments like assemble and raw material or whatever, right?
You can take anything, sir. It is not a compulsory. Here I'm showing an example.
No, I'm trying to understand.
Here I'm just
Segment probably is more like in the sales term, it's like close to line of business or different.
Exactly.
segments of-
You can take it. That is what I'm telling here. This is an example, okay, which I'm going to be explaining within the same process here, because I want to have a separate. I can also derive the separate financial statement based on the segment level also. 1 second, I'll come back to you, sir. Now,
Exactly. See, when you're saying financial statement at the level of segment, within a
Exactly.
plant, if you have a assembling segment and raw material segment, why would you need a financial statement at these levels?
reports, sir, not financial statement, reporting level, at the granular level, if I want to see the reporting, because profit center is only showing at the complete plant level.
I was
Profit
thinking
center,
more. I was thinking
more
segment,
granular level.
more
You can
segment
see,
is
sir.
more of a business area level, I thought.
Exactly. See here. So first one is company coach. Your highest level is going to be the company coach. Company code is the highest level. And below the company coach, you can get the reports. If you go into the deeper level, you can get the reports profit center wise. And if you want to go more granular level, if you want to go more granular level for the reporting system, you can have the segments. Segment 1, segment 2, this all are. So these segments, what I will do, these segments are getting, okay. So these segments are getting assigned to the profit center. These segments are getting assigned to the profit center, and profit centers are getting maintained at the company code level. And at the company code level, I have the different cost centers are going to be defined. So this is what exactly the hierarchy which I'm going to be making here. So at the line of level business, whatever the segments you have, yes, you are right. You can also create the segment level of the line of business, and these line of business can be assigned to the profit center, and profit centers are going to be assigned to the company code here. Now, if I go to the profit center, if I have various profit centers are there. If I go to the profit center, accounting, financial accounting, controlling, profit center accounting, oh my God.
Mahesh, can I ask you a question in the meanwhile?
Yes, sir.
So the profit center, the segment, and normally we keep it for, for the financial statement purpose for external reporting.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so the level of configuration is required at this level for getting that information at the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because first you need to create the segments before you finalize your profit centers and everything. First you understand the concept. Once we understand what are the segment report they require, you create the required segments, and for that particular segments, if there are any profit centers are there, assign these profit centers. Then you have to go for the postings.
Okay, so once we get all this getting posted, or we can generate a segment level reporting for the
Reporting also,
external
yes,
reporting
100%.
purpose.
Exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
exactly coming from this level, it is coming to that level of reporting, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
That is
Thank
the
you.
granular level I'm going to be making, sir. That is what exactly. Okay, now I have given this profit center. See here. Okay, segments are never assigned to the cost centers. Segments are only assigned to the profit centers. Very, very important. Now I given the profit center. I am clicking on the display of the master data. Oh my God. I will complain it today. It is not acceptable this much of slow. I'll take it from my side now.
Every transaction, whenever you log in also just to open the first screen, only
Hmm.
your connection is fine, Mahesh. I
Hmm.
tried complaining times, they started ridiculing me.
No, no, no. I'll take it as a very serious issue now. Okay. I'll directly speak to the management today after this call. Definitely 100%. Now you can see here, this is the profit center. And this profit center, already we know that, okay, this profit center, where is the cost center? Where, yeah. If I go to the cost center, this profit center has been assigned to this particular cost center. Okay, this is the cost center. Now the same profit center to the same profit center, because in the same cost center, why I'm going to the segment level reporting? Because in the same cost center, I can't assign multiple profit centers, because only one cost center can be assigned with only one cost center. So if the SAP has given a possibility of multiple profit centers, no need to use the segment level reporting, no need to create the segment. But option has been not been provided. Option has been provided only for the one cost center here. Option has been provided with one cost center. So I'll take this profit center and I'll go here and I can assign the segment here. You can see the segments are getting assigned. Mean to say that same segment can be assigned to multiple profit centers. Same segment can be assigned to the multiple profit center, but one profit center cannot be assigned to multiple segments. Very, very important concept is. So this is the profit center. If I go to the company code, here there is an option called as a company code. Okay, if I click on the company code, here you can see this company code has been assigned to this particular, the profit center has been assigned to this particular company code. You can see here, company code data is available. So based on this assignment, if I see the reports, I'm sorry. If I see the reports, where is the report? Okay, group currency amount has been posted. Okay. Yeah, I'm coming to the screen now. I'm totally okay. See here, this report. Okay, SE16. Based on this report, see here, this is what exactly the assignment. So account number has got posted to the cost center. The cost center is deriving the profit center. Okay, the profit center is deriving the segments. You can see here, this is the formula you can. Now, if you want to see the segment level reporting, you can see the segment level. If you want to see the profit center level, you can see the profit center level. If you want to see the cost center level, you can see the cost. If you want to see the account number level, you can see the account number level. Above the top of all this is, if you want to see the reporting at the company code level, you can see the company code.
So Mahesh,
Clear all of you?
Mahesh, one profit center can be assigned to multiple segments, right?
No, sir.
No?
No.
Multiple,
No.
many profit centers can be assigned to one
One segment.
segment.
Oh, I
One
got
Similarly,
it.
Mahesh, many cost centers can be assigned to one profit center. Similarly, many
Yes, sir.
profit centers can be
Exactly.
assigned to one segment as well.
Exactly. You're right.
I,
You're right.
I have a question again. So we have the cost objects as IO or WBG elements. So in case we are not posting to cost center, instead of that we are posting to IO or WBG elements. Then the same, because we want to also capture segment level report as well as at profit center level report. So how that will be linked to profit centers?
That is actually when you go to the internal order, actually there will be a cost center will be there. So if you so cost center is getting assigned. So if you want to make the cost center as a real and the internal order as a something like statistical, the cost center will become the real. If you want to post to the internal order and the cost center will become the statistical, then the cost center will become not the cost center will not be get updated. That in the internal order we have option to assign the cost center over there. Sir.
So it will automatically from that
Yeah, it
cost
will
center it will
automatically become
derive.
the cost center. Exactly.
Oh, right. Thank you, Mahesh.
No. Okay, do the practice of all these things. Okay, so I'll share all these documents and I'll share the resumes.
Mahesh, on the other day, I wanted to talk to you, but I sent an email. There was no response to that.
No. No. Just share your number to the to people, sir. You do. Okay, so today Indian time, 7 p.m. means it will be 8:30 in the morning. Is it fine? It is fine for you?
I'm in the US, in the East Coast.
Okay. What is the name, sir?
My name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Unni.
No, name by name. What name should I call you?
You can call me Unni.
You can call me. Okay, you will get a call. You will get a call within 1 or 2 hours. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all of you. Okay, right. Bye. Take care.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So the resume you posted in the discussion board.
Yeah, I'll post in the discussion board. Yes.
Thank you, Mahesh.
Yeah. Okay.